10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello? Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. At ito naman ang Philippine coverage of the Dota Asia Championships na North American qualifiers. And ang magkalaban ngayon is ang ating ayun. Yeah. Good morning sa inyo. At yeah, Team Onyx is kaya natin feature to Team Onyx kasi nandito ang ating export na si Abed. Abed, previously from Execration, is now playing for Team Onyx. At nandito sila sa North American region. Kaya maaga yung ating panoorin dito. At they're going up against one of the top teams in North America. So this is kind of a tall order, especially for Onyx, na kakabuo lang this spring season. So kakabuo lang niya this January. This January lang nila na-announce kung ano niya. So papakilala ko muna ang mga players dito sa Team Onyx. Love Yourself or si Bulba sa kanyang Underlord, Abed sa kanyang Mipo, Demon sa kanyang Silencer, Mason sa kanyang Venomancer, Dubu sa kanyang Spirit Breaker, at sa side naman ng NP sa Dire Side, Eternal Envy, Ursa, MSS sa kanyang Enigma, Rose sa kanyang Winter Wyvern, Awi 2000 sa Lone Druid, at SVG sa kanyang Witch Doctor. At dito, they caught Rose here at mukhang makapatay nila dito. Spirit Breaker will seal the deal, and the Firestorm will last it na Rose. So that's a big investment. Very aggressive for NP there to position their Winter Wyvern in a very top spot, and mukhang mas patamba nila dito si Enigma kung hindi siya maingat. 4 heroes ang nag-converge dito sa mid, so I think they'll just going to place the ward there. Although, napaka-obvious naman ito, baka I doubt na mag-stay na matagal, especially with team na NP. Hindi naman yan mahaya na mag-ward na sila dito. And anyway, they are blocking the camps that possibly could be taken by the Enigma. Alam naman natin na Enigma is a jungler. And the amount of jungle camps that Enigma could take in patch 7.0 is very tricky. It's quite more as compared before, pero it's not as it doesn't spawn as often kasi every every 2 minutes. And nakita din natin dito another block camp dito sa bottom lane, which could give Enigma a better spot in a better position during the laning stage, kasi if you can block yung pull camps dito ng Dire Side, makakapag-deny itong si Enigma, and the creep wave will always be the creep equilibrium will always be in his favor. So Awi here sa middle lane will go up against Abed, which I think would be fairly good for both of the players. Especially naman si Abed, makakapag-farm pa rin yan. He can always go to the jungle when there's a problem for his farm. And Awi, on the Lone Druid, alam naman natin na napaka-self-sufficient na hero ito sa mid lane. Of course, with his bear. But Underlord here will be harassed here by Eternal Envy into deep. Pero there's nothing much he can do even though he has Atrophy Aura. Especially when he is going up against an Ursa, the big bad there. So that's what's gonna happen. And ano pa ba ang nandito at si Abed with I think dati kasi ang build niya dito is Iron Talon so he can jungle nga after, pero ang pinili niya dito is Stout Shield, which is a pretty neat tool to deal against the Lone Druid. Right here top lane, you can see na Underlord, although he is a very good offlaner in this meta because of the Atrophy Aura and how much he can stay in the lane. If he is going up against a Winter Wyvern, a Witch Doctor, and an Ursa, three of the best heroes in terms of laning, talaga mapupush back siya dito even though he has this silencer. As you can see, with those percent HP based damage from that Arctic Burn, he's still talaga nahihirapan siya sa lane even though he has atrophy aura. Alam naman hindi man na-apektuhan yung range attacks ng Winter Wyvern. At here, down sa bottom lane is Mason actually having that core Venomancer. So they might be aggressive here on MSS. The Enigma, wow, the Gale will connect. Also the poison stings from those summoned those wards, but that won't be enough damage as TP rotations will be committed. And Demon here will just TP out. He's in a very bad spot to gank, although Spirit Breaker is looking to charge here in the top lane. Onyx noticing that there are fewer heroes here in the top lane. They will commit the Spirit Breaker and the Underlord and the Silencer on the top lane right after they get their regen. So that's gonna be the lane switch decision coming from Team Onyx. But still, in terms of last hits, we can see na talagang nangunguna naman ang Lone Druid and ang Ursa. Very self-sufficient heroes. And in terms of matchup naman, hindi sila lugi. Especially dito, he can get this with the root. Abed will go down and a very uncharacteristic play from Meepo. He will die and that will give a lot of gold for that Lone Druid who is actually having a good time. Now he's having a better time. So Rose here just to secure the bounty rune, but Love Yourself will take that. I think this is Bulba. Iniba lang yung pangalan niya. Maledict is also there, taking so much damage here. You would argue na worth it ba na kunin niya yung bounty rune doon just to get so much harass. And he will be pushed out of the lane. Level 3 pa lang siya as compared to the offlaner dito sa Team NP. Talagang makikita natin ang disparity between these offlaners. 59 in terms of last hits and denies for that Enigma, 6-0 for that Underlord. And this is looking to be a problem for Team Onyx in the laning stage because two of their lanes are technically lost. So ito, MSS will be charged up pero matagal pa dumating ang Spirit Breaker dito. The rotation from Demon won't be in effect, but he only TP'd here in the tower. I guess he wants to get the most of the experience that he could get. And Spirit Breaker, interestingly, wala na siyang mana to charge again. So anyway, Abed here falling back to the jungle. Just so we can farm this Dragonlance. One thing that Meepo players would be happy about 7.0 is that the fact that you don't need Aghanim Scepter anymore for your Meepo clones or Divided We Stand clones to get the stats. Kasi dati, ang Aghanim Scepter, bukod sa nagdadagdag siya ng isang Meepo, nag-a-allow siya na yung mga Meepos mo na mag-share ng stats. Pero wait lang, mukhang magkakaroon ng engagement dito sa baba. Ward will spot out Enigma and Spirit Break will also spot out the Winter Wyvern. So I think this, if anything, that's more of a misengagement on both teams. Both teams knowing na they cannot initiate on each other, so they'll opt to back out and farm on their cores rather than to start the fight. Anyway, going back to that Meepo discussion, dati kasi Aghanim Scepter, before getting the double Dragonlance on your Meepo, you have to stop first at getting Aghanim Scepter. Why? Because Aghanim Scepter not only gives one more Meepo clone, but also allows you to share the statistics, the primary stats of the main Meepo with the other Meepos. Ngayon, hindi na kailangan yun. Bago na ni Iceberg yan, hindi mo na kailangan ng Aghanim Scepter para ma-share yung mga statistics ng iyong Meepo. Kaya diretso Dragonlance na ang build ng mga Meepo players ngayon. And if you can farm efficiently around the map using those Meepos in and out of the fight and in and out of the jungle also, and more so sa laning, talagang makapag-farm ka na, Bliss. And in fact, Abed here, even though he died first in the mid lane, makakuha na siya ng Dragonlance. 2,800 net worth on his side. It's just only 100 below that safe lane Ursa of the enemy. But then again, this Lone Druid will have a better time here. Nakita nyo, this is one of the many reasons why Lone Druid is the top pick talaga. Pero dito, Demon will be gone on. Black Hole will be committed. I'm pretty sure he will die there, pero MSS not hesitating there, using that Black Hole just to secure the kill, even though it looked na mapapatay nito. But Eternal Envy will be gone on the top lane. Charge will connect, Venomous Gale will also connect, and Rage will be popped to remove the debuffs and of course increase his damage resistance. But Dubu is lurking still here at the top lane. He might go for another initiation, although Rose is there to give a cold embrace. Although syempre maraming magic damage din tong side ng Team Onyx, so that wouldn't be too much of a problem for him. And instead they're just forcing this tier 1 top tower side of Onyx para makapag-push sila. Although Rose, of course, there's a bit of charge. And Bitler, Serpent of Malice will also connect. Firestorm will also be propped. Cold Embrace won't save you from that Firestorm. Eternal Envy will eventually drop after a very long time because of that Cold Embrace. But the exchange is a tier 1 tower here at the bottom lane for the side of Team NP. And nakakuha na sila ng dalawa tier 1 tower doon. Going back to the Lone Druid, ang mga buffs kasi sa kanya talaga is more on the talents. At level 10, makakuha siya 200 rage. For himself, hindi dun sa bear. And at level 15, plus 65 damage. So, sobrang lakas dito. And another thing na hindi masyado na-exploit ng mga tao sa pub games, but the pro players did, is yung transformation time. Dati kasi constant yan na 1.5, I'm sorry. Basta yung transform time niya is, walang kita. Ayun, 1.93 seconds. Parang 2 seconds yan. From the range na druid, tas magiging bear form siya, magiging true form. Tapos, constant yun dati na 1.9 ka magiging bear, 1.9 ka rin babalik sa pagiging tao. Right now, mas mabilis na ang pag-transform from being a bear to being a druid. That means na ang ginagawa ng mga players ngayon is magta-transform sila, true form, tapos use nila yung battle cry, which lasts for 5 seconds, then immediately return back to that range form, which is the druid form, para meron pa rin siyang bonus damage. And with that attack speed and with that range, how much damage could be dealt against a tower, which you saw kanina dito sa tier 1 mid lane, kung saan ginamit ni Lone Druid, ni Awi, yung ganong mechanic ng isang bear. But then again, surprisingly, even though they are down with 2 towers, Abed is now sitting at the top of the net worth. Nakita niyo kung gaano kabilis talaga mag-farm sa Mipo. Napakwento lang ako saglit tungkol sa Lone Druid. Talaga siya na yung nanguna. Because of how efficiently Abed farms around the map. This is something that made him a top Mipo player around the world. Because we know, Weeha and Miracle, sila yung Onwaga. We know how much they could kill using that Mipo around the map. So, nakapag-BOT sila and Blink Towers. Pero Abed, the best thing about him is that he can efficiently wander around the map, maneuver around the map, so that he not only get kills, he also gets a lot of farming on himself, no matter what the start is for him. And mukhang makakuha na kill dito si Pitlord, si Underlord, with the help of Abed, and that's a kill on the Witch Doctor, whom I think is roaming around to get some wards. Kasi nandito deep into the jungle na siya dito. Team NP, they have the better defense against this pushing lineup of Team Onyx. Because of course of that Winter Revenant. Ito na naman. True form, tapos Battle Cry, and then back to Druid form para ma-retain niya yung damage on his creeps. And you have to remember, yung Battle Cry niya affects all the creeps he controls. But anyway, Dubu here is going up against Awi. Awi with that quick movement speed, courtesy of that rabbit na active, will be able to get out, but Demon might not be able to. The coconuts are bouncing on him. Maledict is also there. He might not drop here. Level 1 Maledict would be enough. And he will. 73 life on himself. Both teams are saving their players there, but still the story is, if you just take off your eyes just once on the Meepo, makapag-farm siya around the map. And he's now putting some pressure in the bottom lane. And as you can see, yung iba pa niya yung main Meepo niya dito, I think, is wondering, pabalik siya dito sa tower just to farm. And very efficient play coming out from this Abed, the best Meepo player on the world, quote-unquote. And mukhang sa mid lane na ang patuko ng Team Onyx with actually just 3 heroes converging here. They might not be able to push down here, especially with 4 heroes on the side of Team NP and that black hole pressure coming from themselves. So makiklear out agad itong mga wards na to even though level 4 yan. And item check tayo dito. Awi with that Helm of Dominator, double Dragon Lance on Abed. And Mason with the Veil of Discord. So this is another good sync with those Meepo poofs na alam naman natin is magical damage. Having that amplified will give a lot of trouble for Team NP. But Team NP is smoked here. Actually, naspatan dito si Ursa with that Radiant Ward. Kasi hindi siya naka... But, Mason, okay. Completely spots out the 3-man rotation from Team NP. Not only pops the smoke with his own hero, he also uses the ward to scout out the incoming rotations from Team NP. And very good heads up for Mason. He might have died there with so much disables and damage coming from Team NP. And he will live to see the day. But here, the top lane, a little bit of pressure is put in. And no Druid will rotate up top. And I think he will be spotted by the ward. And dahil na makapag-back up na tong 3 heroes ng Team Onyx. Although they're scouted on the map, they want to see if there's someone. Nalaman na nila na walang tao doon at mukhang charge onto that lone druid. Pit of Malice to connect. Firestorm will also be there. The Nether Circles of their silence will be committed. And he's still not dead. Pit Lord will just use this Dark Rift to Mamba out to safety. And surprisingly, the lone druid na medyo malambot talaga innately ay mabubuhay with that 1,200 HP on himself. The problem was, puro support and pero ito, Abed pala makuha. But Winter's Curse is there. Meepo will surely go down. Napakagandang pangontra talaga sa Meepo ang isang Winter Wyvern with the Winter's Curse. Excuse me. And so Abed still sitting at the top of the net worth charts, although he already died twice. But I don't think that hero kills or hero deaths are the goals of this Onyx squad. Blink Dagger is now purchased by that Ursa Warrior, along with the Blink Dagger of the Meepo, so he can now initiate. So not only does Meepo have this pushing pressure, he also have this killing pressure for himself kasi meron siyang Blink Dagger. And going back to what I'm saying kanina, mukhang hindi naman kasi goal talaga ng Team Onyx na makakuha ng hero kills. But this is a 1v1 with 2 small creeps. The Wild King, the Wild Wing, and the Satyr Banisher. Tignan natin sino mauna, pero smoke is attempted here. 4-man smoke. Will spot out the rotations from... will be spotted here. Okay, Underlord. Pit of Malice will connect. And Meepo is there with the poof bombs so very quickly. Blink in Meepo. Wow. Alam naman natin si Abed talaga. Very calculated player for his Meepo. And that will take down the lone druid. Which, the damage that they were lacking a little bit earlier. At eto, makikita nyo kung gano'n, ito yung Dota lessons eh. Nakita nyo yung armor nitong si Wildwing is 2 armor. At direct naghang ako, sorry. What happened? There was a crash. But nakita nyo, maraming armor yung Wildwing kasi as compared dun sa Satyr creep na maliit, na Purge creep. So, yung nakita nyo yung buhay nila, although para silang 1,400 ang buhay, mas mabilis na mamatay yung Satyr Banisher kasi ganun talaga, armor. Armor is one thing that most people take for granted, especially in the low-level MMRs. You can actually mitigate a lot of damage just by that armor. So, 4 out of 3. 4-3 ang kill score dito, and another smoke gank will be attempted by Team Onyx just right after 1 kill on that lone druid. And this creep might be... yun nga, napop na yung smoke. Okay. But there's no vision. Charge will be attempted. Nether Strike is also there. Witch Doctor is falling low and he will go down. But the Shrine is there. He won't go down. As a matter of fact, Dubu will die here. 5 heroes here for the side of Team NP. And Dubu, the Spirit Breaker, beat off more than he could chew. Not enough disables on his part. They thought that they could clearly burst him down. Pero dito, oh, Mason will go down from that bear just quickly after that kill on Dubu. And this could mean a push or a Roshan for Team NP. Much better. Just in time. With finally 17 minutes in the first Roshan. And hindi pa natin nakikita dito. So, but Dubu is charging up. Pit of Malice will connect. The poof bombs will also be there. Silence will also be committed. Ursa is falling low. Ursa will go. Roshan will go down. Aegis will be picked up by that Ursa. And that Death Ward will kill off Abed. Very good, very well played from SBG from safety. And Eternal Envy with that revitalized life. Aoi with that sniper. Sniper kind of range. And so much damage and attack speed on him. This patcher's one true carry is Lone Druid. So much range. I think 840 in total. So much damage. Yeah, so that's 850. 750 pala. Tapos kapag dinagdagan pa kasi yan ng Dragonlance, ayan, magiging ano siya, 890 if I'm not mistaken. Kasi 140 yung binibigay ng Dragonlance. And this could win another 2 towers for Team NP. Nakuha nila yung Roshan, nakuha nila yung mga kills. So much net worth, economical growth ang mapupunta sa kanila. Getting that Roshan, getting that Aegis, getting that kill on the Abed. Just the top net worth overall in this game. And Grips is now picked up for Enigma. Which means that if ever mauna ang Silencer sa paggamit ng Global Silence, purge off niya agad yan. Alam natin, one thing that you don't know about that most people don't know about Guardian Griefs is that it can use that Mend active to dispel off the debuffs. And that also means na ma-debuff din ang Silence, ang Global Silence. So, interesting dito, ang kailangan timing ni Demon sa kanyang Silencer. He needs to use this while just after using Black Hole because it can go through BKB. So whoever goes first, kunwari mauna si Silencer, edi ma-purge off agad yung Global Silence. So makapag Black Hole pa rin dito si Enigma. So if Enigma naman uses Black Hole first before the Global Silence, surely makakancel agad yan. He can Silencer can instantly use his Global Silence without cast point. And it goes through magic immunity if ever naman na mag-BKB mamaya si MSS. So I think that prime target for Team NP here is the Silencer. Conversely, Team Onyx, top priority in terms of safety, next to Abed, of course, is the Silencer. Now, they're looking to take the tier 2 tower up top, Team Onyx is, while Team NP is looking to trade and get the tier 2 in the bottom lane, which I think they will quickly be doing. And there's gonna be a TP reaction here from the Winter Wyvern. He can easily use a Glimmer Cape to initiate, and he might get that Winter's Curse. Okay, Splitter Blast, Winter's Curse is committed. Silence is too little, too late, and Abed will go down. Because of that Winter's Curse, Eternal Envy will be kited a bit, but there wouldn't be a follow-up. MSS is not in range to get that stun on a Spirit Breaker, and he will go away safely. Ito na. Lone Druid has overtaken that Meepo in terms of net worth. And 21 minutes pa lang din nakakuha ng ayun na, 890 ang range ng Lone Druid. Ridiculous with so much damage. Level 15 the level 20 talent level 15 talent yung nakuha niya. It's definitely the plus damage. So nakita nyo 107 damage from the agility. So 130 plus 99 damage. It's almost 200, but dito Dubo will initiate on that Ursa. Quick to bob. The enraged Pit of Malice is also there. Nether Strike, but he will be stopped, and Witch Doctor ulti will secure the kill on... Actually, nag-share pa sila ng apat, so it might be that the Dire was there to last hit si Dubu. And slowly and surely, Team NP is taking control of this game against the new Team Onyx.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Battle cry technique again with true form into druid form maneuver from that lone druid will
Radiant's
quickly
top
take down
tower
that
has
tower.
fallen.
But Team Onyx, they're now lacking the sustain. Na masyadong late kasi for me yung make pick up dito sa Underlord. 22 minutes in. This he could have saved Abed one too many times even before, because if Abed survives that winter's curse and he has maybe half a max HP to work with, he can still dish out a lot of damage even kahit pa sa Ursa yan. So this might pick up from the Underlord, opting to get that Helm of Dominator first, I think is a kind of a poor decision from the side of Team Onyx. But here Dubu is charging on the Enigma, who will quickly blink out to safety. Purge Grip is there, and Eternal Envy is a very angry here. Dubu will be forced out of that, away from that bear, but that's okay. Almost dying there from the sniper strikes, and the mech actually mitigates a lot of the damage coming out from that lone druid and that Ursa. Instead, Team NP will just take the shrine and take a lot, way more map control on their hands. If we can see yung fog of war, I mean yung vision dito na Team Onyx sobrang corralled to their base. Actually, they only have 2 outer wards. Team NP naman, so much map control to work with. And they can now start to famine out this Abed Meepo. The problem kasi ng Meepo players face is that if you are losing that map control, that translates to a lot of the farm of that Meepo being shut down. Kasi napaka-dependent ng Meepo to maneuver around the map to get the timings on the neutral spawns and that wave equilibrium to be on their side para makapag-farm out siya ng lanes. And because of how Team Onyx is famine in terms of map control here, talagang hirap na hirap sila makakuha ng farm. Aggressively putting this ward just to get some way to work with and slowly working down the shrine here on Team NP. At mukhang ang trade coming from Team Onyx is to get this tier 2 bottom lane. They might be late though in defending their tier 3 tower here in the top lane. But still, na naman nagagawin ni Winter Wyvern. TP sa tier 3 tower, and he might use that Glimmer Cape again to catch out this actually may Blink Dagger na siya dito, so mas mahirap pa dito. The Winter's Curse is committed, will be locked down, and Eternal Envy will just right click away. Pero dito si Dubu, he definitely will go down. Slight overkill there from the side of Team NP. Using that Witch Doctor ult, but then again, it's just a support ult. It will cool down fairly quickly, and Abed, at the price of 2 heroes, will be able to live for himself. At nakita natin, for me, medyo lackluster dito yung Venomancer in terms of performance. In terms of counterparts din naman eh. Ursa with 12,000 net worth, he translated this net worth into Roshan pressure, teamfight pressure, teamfight kills. As compared naman dito sa Venomancer, even though meron siyang 10k net worth, which is actually behind by a lot, pero wala pa rin siyang impact. Mas may impact pa dito yung Enigma, yung kalaban na offlaner. Tas ito, core na Venomancer. Wala man lang siya nagawang push pressure at when the mid game started, yun nga. He didn't even translate his farm into important kills on the side of Team NP. It was actually Underlord and the Spirit Breaker who were facilitating for kills early into the game. So I think that medyo yung anchor dito ng Team Onyx is the Venomancer. Then again, Meepo, can he be a comeback hero for Team Onyx? Though very questionable, kasi I think that Team NP has a lot of ways to deal with this Meepo. First, they have this Winter's Curse na alam namang natin na direct counter against Meepo. Then you also have that Witch Doctor, pero bago yan, will be taken down fairly quickly. So much stun, so much damage, and mega kill is now up for Aoi. Anyway, going back, there's a lot of ways for Team NP to deal with the Meepo at any stage of the game. Winter's Curse will definitely wreck this Meepo at the late game. Alam naman natin Meepo skills very well. At dahil pag nag-skill ka na very well, when you're going up against a Winter's Curse, mas masakit yan. And of course, meron din dito yung Witch Doctor na meron siyang Paralyzing Cask, which is another way to deal with Abed Meepo. Just because of how Meepos generally don't use BKB. Because syempre, it only makes one of the Meepos magic immune. So, yung Paralyzing Cask will definitely disable a lot of these Meepos, especially when they clump up. And then you also have this Black Hole. Desolator is interestingly picked up as Ursa late into this game. I think he want to pierce through that Underlord fairly quickly, and I think ang role na lang dito ni Ursa is to burst down as much people as fast as he can during the engagements, and then Lone Druid will be there to actually dish out the better damage. And Ursa could be that tank hero to start the front line, which Team Onyx is now lacking. That kanina in the early stages of the game, they have the Spirit Breaker as the tank hero, can initiate and start the fights for them. But at this point in the game, Dubu is just fresh meat for this Ursa. As we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits will take him down as quickly as that. And I don't know why he charged that Ursa. He poked the bear and then he couldn't run away. Underlord will be taken down here, even though without Atrophy Aura, you can't survive that Desolator Ursa and that Lone Druid. Team NP is now steamrolling over Team Onyx, although they got the Abed Meepo early morning here. But a Savage Roar will cancel the TP. A double kill will be there. Very good scouting from that Lone Druid bear. And Abed will be caught. Witch Doctor always committed. Rooted as well. Triple kill for Team NP in a very extended fight. And this could mean a set of barracks. If not, buybacks committed for Team Onyx. So that's still a good thing for Team NP. And I don't think they will back down. Actually, Eternal Envy aggressively diving here. There's nothing that Team Onyx could do. Abed, you may buy back. Also you, Venomancer. Pero ano magagawa nyo dito? Mamba out ng Team NP. Actually, there's no initiation from the side of Team Onyx. There's no catch-up. So, walang magagawa kanilang buyback. Again, remember, hindi pa nagamit ang Black Hole dito. I think I've only seen Black Hole used once on one hero, which is I think kanina, Silencer. Yeah, si Demon. Na-swallow niya yung Black Hole dito, and Team NP will just safely and surely, they want to take this game. Magbaback down sila dito, defend their tier 2 towers, and might be looking for the Roshan, which will be reclaimed in 2 minutes. And then 8 minutes thereafter will respawn again. Although I think, maybe that's wrong. I think Team NP is now looking for blood, but they will be spotted by the Radiant Ward. So, although dito, Blink in will take the Pit of Malice is there to kite this Ursa. And Dubo will aggressively charge here, but the damage is too much. That Savage Roar will make sure that hindi siya makagamit ng Nether Strike dito. Ursa is angry at this Onyx team, and he will take down the Piddler. No, Black Hole is committed, will catch these Meepos. And that bear, the two bears are taking down Abed, but Abed will take down Enigma for himself, and GG is now called. Team Onyx. What a game. Team Onyx, although they got the Abed Meepo, they couldn't just get through this Ursa and this Lone Druid. Well, the big problem I think here for Team Onyx was the Winter Wyvern and that Witch Doctor. The dual support combos that can deal well with the Meepo. So I think Team